What you want, yeah. We just chillin' by the Wawas, lemonade with the large fries. Puff twice for the calm high, ayy, what you want, yeah. Big checks make the bank bounce. Old school candy paint down. Bad chicks, they from down south, ayy, what you want, yeah.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, BQ Quick Review. I'm your host, BQ. And we're back with another video. Sorry for the delay, guys. You thought I was going somewhere, but I'm back. And today, you see the title, I'm going to talk about when I was cheated on. Yes, your boy been done dirty in the past, but you know, it happens to the best of us. I'm going to get right into it, but before I get into it, like, comment, subscribe, donate, nigga, do something, shit. But we're gonna get right into it. And this was when I was younger, probably in my when I was like about 20, maybe 19. This is probably my longest relationship I've been in. This is like a 4-year relationship. It was a long distance relationship. Wouldn't recommend it. Definitely wouldn't. But yeah, I'm going to tell you guys basically how I found out and what happened in the moment. So I remember that day I was asleep, and I woke up, whatever, her phone went off, and she was asleep, I was asleep, and simplest thing, I looked into her phone. I know you guys are going crazy, like, oh, you shouldn't be looking into your phone, you're gonna find something you don't want to hear, or whatever fucking excuse. But I looked into her phone, and yeah, I don't know, it was just like, what, you're probably thinking, like, what made me look into her phone? I had this gut feeling that I couldn't shake off, and something just told me that night to look in her phone. And I'm glad I did. Let's just say that. Looked through her messages and everything, and you know, nothing was there. We had one rule though. We had one rule, because we both, well, that's the thing, we both were okay with looking in each other's phone or whatever while the other person's there. And that was the rule. So she could see in my phone, and I could see in her phone. Very toxic. I wouldn't recommend people do that, you know? But yeah, we had one rule where it was like, she couldn't look into my friend's messages, and I couldn't look into her friend's messages. So, you know, she had a best friend or whatever, and I didn't look into her messages until that night. So I look into her messages, you know, and I'm scrolling down, and then I see this text or whatever, and then I seen like, oh, man, I seen this text of her basically texting to her friend. She was saying, oh, yeah, so are you gonna go see him again? So I'm looking at it, I'm like, what? So yeah, mind you, I haven't told a lot of people about this story, even some people that I'm close to, friends or family, because the one thing is, you know, getting cheated on, it's embarrassing. It's not something you want to like talk about. I think in any guy's life, or any person for a matter, but especially for a guy, getting cheated on is like top 3 most disrespectful things you could do to a guy. So yeah, I was looking at her phone, and I seen texts with them back and forth, and yeah, she was talking about, oh, you know, I don't know, I feel like going to see this guy again, but I feel bad or stuff. And I would never wish this feeling on anybody, but my freaking heart just sunk to my gut. And I've never felt that feeling ever in my life, and I wouldn't ever wish that feeling on anybody else. Cause that shit hurt a nigga. Like shit, that was the worst, one of the worst feelings I have ever felt. Just, I have never gotten cheated on prior to that moment, and of course in the future I haven't gotten cheated on. This was the only time I've gotten cheated on, and I was just thinking, like, I don't know. I always thought, like, when I thought about somebody getting cheated on, I always thought it could never be me.
Stupid.
Like, I don't know what it was with this girl, but I was like, you know, it did cross my mind, like, maybe she could be talking to another person, or maybe or something like that at the most. But I would have never thought that she could go that far. Like, I didn't think I could get cheated on, basically.
Stupid.
I didn't think it was going to happen to me. And I looked in the messages, and yeah, it pretty much was like, I was so freaking pissed off.
First of all, bitch, you got me fucked up.
I went to the bathroom, locked the door. I was just looking at the messages, looking at it, and my heart just sunk to my gut. I mean, if it was a regular girl, wouldn't really care, but, you know, I was in love. What can you say? That's why you don't love nobody out here. Nah, no jokes aside though, but yeah, I was sitting there looking at the messages, and I was just hurt. And something told me, you know what, I had my phone with me, so I took a picture of the messages with my phone, you know, just in case she would try to delete it or something like that. You know, I was thinking ahead. I was still smart. I was dumb as fuck, but I was still smart.
Stupid.
But yeah, like she had woke up. She must have noticed I was gone, and then noticed her phone was gone. So she was knocking on the door. She's like, "Hey, are you okay? What are you doing in there?" I was like, "I'm okay. Just go in the room. I'm coming." And I think she had figured, she was worried or whatever, because she was like, you know, okay, have you seen my phone and stuff like that? So come out of the bathroom, and I'm so tight. I'm trying to keep my composure. And I'm like, one thing I wanted to do, I wanted to see if she would tell the truth. I wanted to see if she was going to lie in my face, or if when I confronted her, she was going to tell the truth. And the truth is very important to me. That's one thing that I do hold true. So I wanted to see that. And so we're in the room, and I asked her, I was like, so do you have something to tell me? She said, "No, what are you talking about?" You know, acting mad dumb. And I was like, "So you never cheated on me or anything like that? There's nothing you want to tell me?" She's like, no, nothing happened. You know, denying it, still acting stupid. But yeah, so I'm like, I know you cheated on me. I seen everything in your phone with your friend and everything. He's like, "What are you talking about? There's nothing in my phone." You know, so this girl in front of my face, whatever, thinking I'm stupid, deletes the messages. And she's like, "What are you talking about?" Trying to make me look like I'm fucking crazy. That should have been a red flag right then and there. I mean, there were many red flags in that relationship that I just fucking ignored. Like, that's one thing when I guess you're in love with somebody, it makes you blind to like certain bad traits that they have, or red flags and certain things about them, because you're not looking at it like that. And I was very naive in that relationship. I was very naive, you know. Like I said, I didn't think I could be cheated on.
Stupid.
And you know, like I was so mad when she said that. I was so freaking pissed off, because I'm thinking, like, I'm like, okay, maybe if I confront her about it, she'll tell me the truth. The bitch lied in my freaking face. Like, yo. Oh, that got me so mad. So, luckily, like I told you guys before, I took the pictures of the messages with my phone and I showed it to her. And she just started bawling out, crying, whatever, and just sat down. And I was so pissed off. Listen, I don't condone hitting women. But if there ever was a fucking moment I wanted to, it was that fucking moment. It was that fucking moment. I really wanted to put my hands on this girl. I wanted to freaking, yo, I wanted to slap flames out this girl. I'm not gonna lie. So, I didn't want to put my hands on her. So, what I did was, I went upstairs and I called two of my friends. Two of my close friends. One of my female friends and one of my male friends. And, you know, they was like, you know, just calm down, just chill out. And, you know, and then my guy friend was like, kick that bitch out or whatever, fuck that. And, yo, I was so mad. But I'm glad I did that and I talked to them. Because then that situation would have been, would have turned for the worse. And, you know, if you ever catch somebody in the act or you find out your significant other is cheating, don't put your hands on them or anything like that. Either just walk away or tell them to leave. Like, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it. And I'm glad that I wasn't in that position where I did that. So, went back downstairs. I told her to leave. And mind you, we're in a long distance relationship, so she can't really go home at the moment. So my dumbass let her stay. And, you know, we ended up talking and everything, and I ended up forgiving her. Yeah, I know, stupid, right? Very stupid. But like I said, I was very naive in this relationship. Like, I want you guys to understand, and what's the point of this story is that I tell you guys these embarrassing stories about my life just so that if you're going through this similar situation, or if you've been through it and you feel stupid, or you're not understanding certain things, you know, I've been through it too. Other people have been through it too. And it's not an easy thing to want to talk about, and certain things that people want to understand, and that shit kind of sticks with you, you know. Being cheated on in that one moment changed my whole outlook on just dating in general. You know, I came in with the naive mindset that I can't be cheated on, and left with the mindset that anybody's capable of it. Not saying that I'm like, oh yeah, these people gonna cheat, every girl gonna cheat on me and all that. No, because it's not true. Whatever. I've been with girls and been in relationships where girls have not done that. That was the only relationship I've been cheated on. So that's the thing. You know, you have to basically not ignore certain red flags. And when we're emotionally attached to a person, or, you know, maybe it could be self-esteem too. I had low self-esteem. So in that moment, I felt like I had to be with this girl because I couldn't get anything better. And that's the truth. That was the truth. So yeah, it was a lot of things, but you can't avoid certain red flags and all of that stuff. You have to see a person for who they are. And especially if you're a guy and a girl cheats on you, yo, I don't care what nobody says. Fuck that. Dump her. Get rid of her. I don't care what you say. Don't do it. If you want to take her back, be my guest. But I'm telling you, nigga. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Because if somebody gets to that, especially with girls, if a girl gets to that point where they physically go out and cheat on you, the relationship was over way before they even went out and did that act. And yes, the distance could have played a part in that relationship, whatever, but still, it doesn't matter. Don't let your emotions and feeling cloud your judgment. Like, you know when something is wrong, and especially when somebody's putting out red flags and stuff like that. And the thing was, that relationship could never have worked. One, because after that, I forgave her, but I didn't really forgive her. I'm just be honest, because that was always in the back of my mind. Before, it was like, you could never do this to me. Now it's in the back of my mind, you could do this to me. And I'm always have that in the back of my mind. And not to say that I don't have that in the back of my mind for other people that I'm with, but it's different when somebody shows you that they can do that, and they give you certain signs and everything. So yeah, that was an embarrassing moment in my life. Still embarrassing to talk about, but I felt like I wanted to share it with you guys since I'm on the journey of embarrassing myself. But yeah, that relationship didn't work out. I couldn't trust her. I would always be like wondering. I would always be calling her, asking her where she is and stuff like this. It was over. I should have been done with it at that moment. So that's a lesson that I took with me for like this certain stuff. I think every relationship just makes you less tolerant for the next person. So it's like certain stuff you're just less tolerant of. Like for if I was to go through something like that again, which I doubt, but you never know. But I hope not, at least. But if I would go through something like that, it would be done. I wouldn't be, I couldn't forgive somebody. I went through that knowing that I couldn't forgive somebody for that. But yeah, that's my video, guys. And it seems like all these girls have been doing me dirty, right? Well, I'm going to talk about the time and switch it up a bit. Talk about the time I cheated. But that will have to be in the next video. So like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. BQ Quick Review. You know how we do.
Pick up the pieces and patches, I gotta be, cause the edges are jagged. I do not call my peace lessons with real beef, they be squeezing them ratchets. You not the same person that you on internet, I've been smelling some catfish. Don't condone violence, cause we move in silence, you know that they got it like Metal Gear Solid. Pick up the pieces and patches, I gotta be, cause the edges are jagged. I do not call my peace lessons with real beef, they be squeezing them ratchets. You not the same person that you on internet, I've been smelling some catfish. Don't condone violence, cause we move in silence, you know that they got it like Metal Gear Solid.